What? This is a Honda. It's not supposed to do this.
Well, welcome to today's video. Kind of an impromptu video that I wasn't expecting, but I have a very special guest that's in town, and when someone comes down to visit me, I'm doing a video. So, in the wagon, the brakes are bled. They feel breaky. Before I get started though, I gotta say goodbye to an old friend. Someone who's served me for a little over a year and a half, and it's these. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed it, but kind of see it there. It says Dashing Cars. I got a new pair finally, because these are, as you can see, they're past their service life. So, welcome to the 2020 edition of Dashing Cars with the greenies. They also say Dashing Cars here. They're a little darker green than I expected, but I dig them. All right, but enough of that. Let's go. Alright, so I made it back out. This is my secret testing ground. You've seen it on some of my other videos. You know where we're at. I have a special guest, Josh.
What's up? Hey, how's it going?
Great to have you here.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to Camden, by the way.
Yeah, this has been great. It's real quiet and peaceful out here, and I just really been enjoying it.
Man, so where all did you go on your trip?
I'd come down from Canada.
Yes, right.
To go back to South Carolina to get like the car prepped and ready, because there were some things that I wanted to do, and I was bringing a wagon back from West Virginia. God. And then I went and hung out for a week in Chesapeake with a buddy there, and then I went to South Carolina, and then I drove to SEMA, and after that I went down to like New Mexico and Arizona, down to Mexico,
yeah,
back into Arizona, and then just slowly making my way back south. So total, I've been on the road a little over 2 months now. I was interested in getting like another lift kit, because there was some, like, I wanted more clearance, I wanted like a whole bunch of, still in the process of getting to where I want it, right?
Yep.
And then I went and hung out with Ben Huffman from Honda Rescue Garage. Is actually like an hour and a half from my house, and I was like, I'll just go pick up the lift kit
back in 2018, that summer, I drove that to his house from here.
Oh my God.
And that was before the lift kit.
Quite the drive.
That was just the 215/75s on there, just on junkyard Integra suspension.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I was at his house, and he's like, yeah. We talked about SEMA. He's like, yeah, if you want to, because it was in like a week from the time I talked to him, and he's like, yeah, if you want to go hold the camera. I'm like, I will literally drive to Las Vegas like this week.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, and so yeah, that's
so cool. Yeah, Ben's a great dude. I loved hanging out with him there at his house, and I stayed there with him, and me and Justin, I met Justin like at his house in Tennessee, which he lives kind of like about 3/4 of the way through Tennessee, heading that way. So I met up with Justin, then we left from Justin's house, went straight to Ben's, and across, like Asheville and all the mountains and stuff, and it was an awesome drive.
I am about 45 minutes from Asheville. Let me show you the...
So yeah, let's show you the travel mobile here. This is what's awesome.
All right, so this is what I call the kitchen, right? So pretty much just your basic stuff. Down here we got like a 2-burner Eureka, and we just got a whole kitchen supplies in here, like everything from spices to like a frying pan and like silverware, all that jazz. And then right here we have my main table, which is what the 2-burner goes on, and it pulls out. And if you're at like a slant too, just pull it a little bit more, and there's a lock on the inside, so it doesn't go anywhere. And then on this side we have, it's just like this little table that I built out of some plastic that was laying around the house, and it literally just plops down. Yeah, everything stays over. So I use I have a French press, pots and pans. This is stuff I use on a daily, so I usually just keep it out after I rinse it out. And then just a basic setup right now until I figure out a better system for like water. I just keep jugs, keep my gas bottles and everything like that. Gotta have baby wipes if you're camping. You have to. Just a little baby axe for like chopping up firewood. I got to stay up on a mountain that was at like 8,000 foot elevation up in like all the way at the bottom, southern Arizona, and that was so cool. We have basically just my bed setup, right? So it's 2 like cot mattresses, and it's, you know, comfortable enough for my needs. And then a 0-degree sleeping bag, and I keep a blanket in there too, just for like extra comfort.
Yeah, especially on nights like last night.
Exactly, yeah. So pretty much, if you're camping in the winter, have a good bag, you're gonna be comfortable. Camping in the summer is actually less enjoyable for me than camping in the winter, because I like just to be like nice and warm in my bed. And then for like, so on my trip, from all my travels, I've only spent 2 months, 2 days out of 2 months sleeping in a Walmart parking lot, which sucks, but sometimes you got to do it if you're like in between somewhere and you can't find a good spot. Walmart parking lots work. Just, you know, park all the way in the back, and then I have these Velcro patches where I can actually set up a blind system that I have, and I can black out the inside. So people can't see in.
You ever seen the Element like factory? They have an OEM option for the clip-in ones.
No way. No, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I bet it would probably work for this.
Yeah,
because all it does is this right here, it tucks into these crevices.
Oh, yeah,
and then it's got hooks for the handles.
Okay, that
and then
makes
up front
sense.
it hooks over your sun visors and in your rear view mirror.
Okay, that's genius.
I bet you anything an OEM would work for this, because it's the Element the same size.
Definitely. A couple recovery tracks. Extra gas. Was just for water until I went down to Mexico, but now it's just for gas until I get a different one, because you never want to.
Yeah, it tastes the same.
You never want to do that. Over here, you know, we have a 2.5-inch HRG rear strut spacer, aluminum springs, Bilstein struts, wicked tuning, upper control arm.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah, camber arm. Yeah, and then the rear toe arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and then inside, you can obviously see the wood platform at this point, where there are pockets you can access, like tools, cleaning supplies, extra clothes and shoes. And then trusty old camping chair, basics, off-roading gear, awning. It's pretty legit setup. And then I have all the Yakima attachment stuff. So on the other side, you know, shovel, some tire carrier. It's just a lot of peace of mind bringing extra tires when you're out, you know, doing that many miles.
Yeah, especially when you're out as far away as you are.
Exactly. The last, I bought this off the original, the previous owner was the original owner, and she had everything done, right? She had a sunroof put in, she had custom leather seats put in,
Yeah, so those are nice.
head unit. Yeah, it's super, it's just a really nice interior. She really took really good care of it, so that's great. And then Chetta's short shifter, basic camping stuff, and a bag of rocks.
Yes. I was like, yeah, you and my stepson would get along well. He loves collecting rocks. He calls them crystals most of the time.
Chop front bumpers. These are just junky front bumpers that I had laying around from a couple spare ones. So I just trimmed them up. They were already cut here, so you know, it works out. I think it looks pretty good, and it gives me space to, you know, have all this jazz. Front light bar, you know, trimmed to fit inside the grill. The HRG skid plate, which by the way, I just tested it back in there, and it does work quite well. Definitely a good investment if you have like the 1320 headers and header, and yeah, don't want to damage any of my pretty stuff. Functional filter. Well, I mean, after road tripping and driving, I wouldn't call this clean, but I mean, it's like clean as in no rust. Yes.
I'm just saying, just as far as all your trips and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
well,
I'm happy with it.
I stop every couple weeks to clean it out. So after I was in a sandstorm in Mexico, and there were sand everywhere. I have to still take this out because there's sand puddling. Like I went to a car wash. I ran through one of those like spray wash places 3 times. Look at this. This is still sand from a sandstorm in Mexico, and it's everywhere. It's caked in like all around like the
Yeah, I saw you went to White Sands now. I remember. Yep.
Yeah. Now there's white sand junk in here too. So a lot of sand. I'm sure it's all up in here. I haven't even checked inside my filter yet, but I probably should do that. But other than that, yeah, I just do basic maintenance on it and keep everything clean. I literally installed this wiring just the day before I left for the trip, so it's not as a clean install as I'd like. I like everything ran tightly and wrapped in loom and all that. But you know, that's all gonna come. That's all still gonna come. Brand new retrofit headlights too, which is really cool. They have like their own custom ring that you can line up with an app, and then
awesome.
and I have the Morimoto 4500 bulbs, ultra racing strut bar. That's pretty much for the engine bay. Just super clean kind of setup, and it's easy. It's easy to work on. Exactly. Snorkel that I cut out 8 inches from
Same
Yeah.
way that one is.
Exact same thing, but there's just 8 inches missing. That just
Yeah, that
brings
was
it
a lot
down. I
better.
can see it, you know, from driving and stuff. I just every once in a while I put different chopped socks on it,
Yep.
and that helps. In my area, we get a lot of like mud daubers, and they
Oh, yeah.
they make nests in everything. So to prevent that, you know, it pays.
Oh,
to
so what I
keep
found
this.
was in Australia they make those uni filters that drop in right here.
Oh
And
yeah.
I got a pack of those, and they just sit. They have a rubber grommet that sits right there, and it just lays inside. It's like a inverted sock.
I'm gonna have to check this out later.
Yeah,
That's
I've
pretty
got some
cool.
extra ones at the house.
Pretty cool. Inside, yeah. So this is my idea. Everyone always asks me, like, how do you get, you know, the full sleeping space? Well, you get these. It's just a simple wood board that's on like a hinge, and there's stowaway mode and driving mode. But because I've been on the road for so long, setting up my bed every single night is a real big pain in the butt. So I just leave it in bed mode, and I used to sleep on that side, but now I sleep on this side, so I don't have to even mess with it. I can
True.
just jump right out of bed, right into my car, and in my driver's seat, and go. That is it, you know. Just a pretty basic setup. Oh, wagon drive shaft with the viscous coupler, because I plan on pinning the clutch backs and the diff after I get home.
That'd be
More
nice.
lift later. Work out my axle issue. I still got CarQuest axles on it, and they're not so great, but once I get that sorted out,
Still an Amazon axle on the driver's side. The rest of them are OEM.
yeah. Once I get that sorted out, it's gonna be like really good. But it gets me everywhere. And
Well, obviously.
I've had zero issues this whole trip, and I trust. Like a lot of people say, "Oh man, my car is so good. I drive across the country, you know,
Now you're
today."
proving
I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Let me show you something real quick. You see this side? So these are like lightly smoked, right? Lightly smoked.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you get a a sandstorm in Mexico. It blasts off. So this is the corner that the sand was hitting.
There you go.
It literally stripped the clear coat straight off of it. So, yeah,
Blasted it off.
just sandblasted it right off, literally. If I can get a low gear put inside the CRV, that'll change everything. rear tire.
Huh?
You lifted the rear
I felt it go up. I was like,
passenger
let's
tire.
get a little dog leg. Yeah, just put it low and just throttle it on up. It'll go right on up.
Like it was nothing.
That was super crawl too.
See that in real life, like off camera? That was literally like that. That was ridiculous. This is how you piss off Jeep guys.
You're good. You're gonna come up in just a second. See you all rolling. Is that not just stupid?
What? This is a Honda. It's not supposed to do this. Oh my gosh.
It's so much fun. And when I said crawl, I didn't mean that slow, but you crawled the hell out of it.
Yeah, no, I was like...
You throttle it so good. It just kept on going.
It's legit like a low gear. Like no crap, that'll crawl some...
But yeah,
like, that's serious.
It's really hard to tell on camera what it looks like, but I mean, it's... Camera always makes it look flatter than it really is.
It always is. Going off like that corner there,
yeah.
Which wheel came up?
Oh, the back passenger.
I could feel it, because it just
about,
gets tippy.
You can see in the video, it's probably like
oh, man.
10 inches off the ground.
So much fun. So much fun. So, like, underestimated.
Oh, no. It's a really good platform for this. So my goal with this wagon is I want it to do everything a stock Rubicon could do.
Oh, you're already there, man. You're grabbing the front bumper too much.
Yeah, I bet you I can sneak around that. We're looking over there. Can you straighten up a little bit?
Yep, straighten up. Oh yeah, you'll make that. Even more my way. Yeah. Yeah, that's the line. Yeah, straight. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, let's go back.
Gives you too much confidence going down it.
All right.
Dude, every time you do that, it gives me a heart attack. I'm like, oh my gosh. He's sending it.
It's just a light send.